Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to Donkey Kong Country 2 cheat bonus video. Just like Donkey Kong Country 3, DKC2 has a whole bunch of little things that you can do to change up the game a bit and even give you an unfair advantage. I mean, who the heck does not want that? So what first thing you want to do here is go to your file select screen, and in order to pull off these first few cheats, you are going to need an empty save file. So you go right down here to erase game, and make sure you do not erase your awesome file that you just put hundreds of hours into beating, or like 4 hours and 22 minutes. So we're gonna delete this file down here. It wasn't so great anyway. And then yeah, to pull out these first few cheats, you want to select the new file, and then you're brought to this screen where you can choose 1-player, 2-player, or 2-player contest. But what you really want to do is go down to the bottom one and then press down 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that unlocks music test mode. So you go to this, and you can cycle through all the different songs in the game. And because Donkey Kong Country 2 really does have great music, so next time you have a party, just pop in your Donkey Kong Country 2 cartridge, and just unlock the sound test mode and just play all those songs, because everyone is going to think that's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I mean, you can cycle through all your songs here. Where's the one that everyone loves? Brambles. There you go. There we go. The problem is pressing buttons. Okay, now this is what happens when I have the volume down and I try to example a music test mode. Although the next thing that you want to do is, this is not kind of the extent of the cheats that we're going to be doing here. Mash the down button constantly until you eventually unlock cheat mode. And cheat mode is where you can enter a whole bunch of little cheat codes that will affect your game in some way. So the first one here is Y, A, select, A down, left, A down. And what that will do is, when you start the game, you will start off with 50 lives. So I mean, when you turn the game off, you always go back to 5 lives, unless when you do this cheat, every time you start the game you have 50 lives. That might be the case. This is not a cheat that I frequently use, I can guarantee you that. And then the next cheat that we're going to enter is hard mode. Now hard mode was also in Donkey Kong Country 3, and what it did was, you always start each level with both Kongs, but the trick is that there are no DK barrels throughout the level, so pretty much 2 hits and you're dead all the time. So we have B, A, right, A, left, A, X, and I guess that little screen flash there indicates, there you go, you entered your cheat correctly. And yeah, that's kind of the extent of the cheats that we're going to be entering here. Unfortunately, there are not as many kind of cheat codes as Donkey Kong Country 3 had. Donkey Kong Country 3 also had the kind of names entry thing on the title screen, which allowed for a lot more things. That was actually kind of the first game that did that, which was interesting. Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 didn't have that, but anyway, the next thing we're going to do is start up our 1-player game here. And let's see just how many of those cheats actually work. So when we start the level, we should have 50 lives, and we should have both Kongs. So let's see. There you go. And we can even do a little bit of a test to see if that actually does give us 50 lives every time we start the game, or if it only does it, the first time that you start playing. Because you have to sit down and play through the whole game at this point. But now, there's actually a cheat that we want to pull off in this level, and there's one that I am sure will help out many people, and that is the 75 Kremcoins cheat. Just like Donkey Kong Country 3, which had a cheat which allowed you to get all 85 bonus coins right off the bat, or at any point in the game that you felt like entering this cheat. You can do the same in Donkey Kong Country 2, and the cheat starts by starting this level and instantly going inside of this door. But when you go inside of this door, don't do anything but head directly back out. After you do that, jump over these 2 bananas. That is honestly a very crucial part of this cheat. You cannot collect those 2 bananas, and you want to go on top of this set of barrels, collect this bunch of bananas, and then head back to the door, once again, not collecting either of those bananas. Now, this time that you enter the kind of captain's cabin here, you want to collect the balloon. I usually jump over the letter. I don't know if you have to, but I just usually don't touch it anyway. So you get the balloon, go back out, once again, jump over these 2 bananas, and pretty much just repeat the last step that we did. Dixie, of course, would make it easier, make sure that you're not accidentally touching any of the bananas. You can jump on these guys, even though I usually don't for whatever reason. One final jump over the bananas, and now this time you enter the cabin, there will be a floating Kremcoin above Captain K. Rool's letter, and when you grab that, you will instantly be given all 75 Kremcoins in the game. So that is actually a really funny cheat. I mean, it's not like it's just a code that you enter or something like that. I mean, you actually have to, jump over bananas, collect certain bananas, collect the 1-up at the specific time. So yes, follow those instructions exactly as I just said them, and that will kind of give you all the Kremcoins in the game. Now, you can still beat each bonus game. Oh yeah, we can get these 2 bananas now, finally! Those bananas that were causing me all of this trouble. You can still collect the bonus coins in this game, although they will not add any kind of total to your kind of counts. I mean, we have 75 now, and that will never be able to go, higher than that. This is just... I jumped on that. How did I get hurt from the back of that enemy? I think this game has physics problems all over the place. So yeah, all I'm trying to show here is you can still collect the bonus coins. But they just won't add anything to your score. And also, you won't have an exclamation mark beside each level on the overworld map unless you, actually collect each of the bonus coins in the level. I've read places that you cannot get 102% if you use this cheat. I cannot confirm that because, of course, I have never actually played through the game using this cheat. But someone out there who might have used it at some point, I guess, can confirm that, maybe or not. We shall see. But we have Ong. And we are going to... I always try to jump up that kind of slope, but you can't with Rambi. He's just too massive. Grab that. Is, add to our already massive life amount. And there you go. So let me reset the game here, and let's see if when we start the game... although if you don't save, will that work? Okay, what we're going to do is Andrew's going to run through these levels at Mach speed. And then we will kind of check to see if when we start our game up after that, you still have 50 lives, or if the 50 lives cheat only works the first time you start playing. So I'm actually very curious about this as well, because again, I don't usually use the 50 lives cheat, so, I mean, I've entered it before, said, oh, cool, that kind of works, but this is kind of just a question that is suddenly occurring into my mind. Also, that was kind of cheap. Oh yeah, there's no DK barrels, so Andrew has to do this the super hard way. But anyway, no need to see these levels that I've already beat in the main Let's Play, so we will cut back in approximately 33 seconds. All of that, and I missed the barrel at the end, but oh well, that does not matter. I hope we have enough coins to save. I'd be really... Ah, darn. Oh yeah, actually the first time is free. I was very close there. So save the game, and then let us reset and see if when we restart our file, do we go back to 5 lives, or actually it's 4 because you get a 0, or do we start with 50? So here we go, the ultimate test of time. So, okay, reset. Yes, we know that this game was made by Rare. We have seen this a million times before. And it's presented by Nintendo. And it was made in 1995. Wow, that is a long time ago now. Almost 20 years old. That is very hard to believe. And when we restart our file, do we have 50 lives still? No, so basically that cheat's kind of dumb because you can only enter it the very first time that you start playing. And if you ever turn your game off, you lose all of your lives. So... not the most helpful cheat. Also, there are some people probably saying, I could have beat those levels way faster that I just did if I had used warp barrels, but that is for next bonus video. Before I end this off, there's one more thing that I want to show, and it's not really a cheat, but it's something that I kind of completely forgot to show in the main Let's Play, and it's kind of useful for people, especially, if you're having a little bit of trouble with a certain level. So let me reset the game one more time. I go to my main file, because this happens way near the end of the game. And once again, I have to watch this crazy message from Rareware. Oh, I miss you guys dearly. Okay. So we got this, we've got this, and if we go to Andrew's good old main file here, where are we? We are, yes, exactly where we left off. Go to Screech's Sprint, and this is something, I mean, I even played through this level twice, once again, after I beat, the true final boss, and again I forgot to show the secret. So it's just kind of something that I think will help people out, and it's something that I don't think that a lot of people really know about, so I definitely kind of just want to, show it off here. But as for, cheats that you enter with, button combinations or things that give you, all the Kremcoins, that's pretty much the extent of all the things that are in this game like that, which is kind of a shame. Donkey Kong Country 3 had, much more extensive cheat list with the whole, Christmas thing and changing colors. I don't know how I hit that, but okay. So basically, I mean, the whole point of this level is the sprint against Screech. So you get to this part of the level, you get here, and usually what happens is when you get close enough to Screech, you kind of pass him, the screen will freeze, and you have to wait for the countdown, and then the race will start. But if you take damage from the brambles and then fly above him, you can actually completely skip the race and just kind of go at this whole area on your own pace, which is really awesome. I mean, it gives you a chance to explore, and that you can collect all the items that you want. So if you are having trouble with this race, definitely keep this in mind. So yeah, I mean, you can just go along, you can find all the items, don't need to, panic past these guys, just do it all on your own. And yeah, you mean, even go and get the DK coin. Although what we're going to do is we're actually just going to die quickly, because I just want to, I'll pretend I'm getting the DK coin, but I just want to show you, in case, some people don't quite understand exactly how this works, just exactly what would normally happen. So basically, the checkpoint trail right here, you get Squawks, and if you don't take that bit of damage and then fly above him, usually you come here and then you get stuck. So pretty much, the race has to start, and then you're locked into this. So if he beats you, you're dead. But yeah, what the glory of the other thing is if you can kind of just cheat past him over top, yeah, enjoy your kind of luxurious ride to the end of the final level, unless you, you're going for 102% completion. So this is just a little thing I thought I would tell people about, because yeah, I kind of completely forgot that it even existed. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, what cheat should I talk about in this video? Oh right, I never really talked about that. So yeah, I kind of just go along here. Actually, can you actually get by without even taking damage? Let's find this out. I usually take the damage because I assume that he's going to give me damage anyway. It just makes it easier, but maybe you can actually sneak by without damage? Let's find out. I always figured that Screech was like an enemy and that he would hurt you. Alright, the final try. Let me see here. So if we just inch along, we go up... Wait, actually, well, does he hurt you? That's the question. No, he doesn't really hurt you. One more time! But yeah, so basically, this has been Andrew's Donkey Kong Country 2 cheat video. Actually, I really do not want to get game over. Does this game keep track of game overs? Andrew does not get game over in Donkey Kong Country 2. What is a level with an easy 1-up? I don't even remember. What levels even have 1-ups in this crazy game? That one has a 1-up, but that was... oh, this is actually also another interesting question. If you leave a level and enter back, will it remember... Why can't I think of a level that has a 1-up at the beginning? I don't know. Andrew just doesn't even freaking know. We have 0... Oh, actually, yeah, this is a level that has a 1-up at the beginning. Andrew's a genius. We just did this, seriously. So yeah, if we leave a level and then go back to it, will it remember the checkpoint, or will it make you beat it again? That's the question of the day. But basically, this is a good enough time to wrap things up, because this video has been going on for far too long. Those are the cheats of Donkey Kong Country 2, and this is just the final thing that's like, Andrew remembered to talk about this, but he probably should have, actually done it a couple times before he decided to talk about it. We'll just take us back to the beginning. No, so you can leave a level, go and get as many lives as you want, and then come back, and you will still have that checkpoint as long as you don't turn the game off. Interesting. So can we do this without taking damage? Actually, no. Although if we start select, we should still be at the checkpoint, right? Yeah, I should have just been start selecting the whole time. Andrew, once again, is a genius today. He deserves all the Nobel Prizes in the universe. Okay, so go up here. There you go. No damage. So you don't even have to take damage. Alright, so there you go. Hopefully this helps people out. Hopefully all the other cheats help people out. Play Donkey Kong Country 2 whatever way you want. If you can't find all the bonus coins, I believe I did point that out, maybe, briefly, that the Kremcoin, 75 Kremcoin cheat can be entered at any time throughout the game. So say, you're at World 3 and you're like, forget this, I'm not collecting all the Kremcoins. You can still go back to the first level and enter that. It does not have to be entered on a new file. It can be entered at any point throughout the game. So yeah, if you ever need help, keep that in mind, although I do suggest playing it through, the legitimate way, because Donkey Kong Country 2 is a fantastic game, especially if you watched my Let's Play of it, you should know where all of the secrets are anyway. But yeah, there you go, we are beating Screech's sprint. What happens when you get to the finish line and you cheat like this? It probably just doesn't do anything, doesn't even say first place, because the race never actually started. But yeah, if you've ever wanted to, give this place a good kind of exploring, but you've always felt pressured by the race, now you can do that. And you don't even have to take damage at the beginning too, which is absolutely fantastic. This is quite good, although Andrew, just because he feels like it, wants to take damage anyway. Let's just see here. And also, yeah, you even get to do the race with the good music too, so you don't have to worry about Screech's sprint music. Actually, that music's not bad. But who does not love the Bramble music, seriously? And finish the race. First place! Green balloon, not quite, but there you go. Donkey Kong Country 2 cheats. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And next time, a different bonus video, and I think I might have already said what that is. But yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you later.